Imagine waking up in the morning and before even thanking God for another day of life, your hand automatically reaches for your phone. A simple, automatic gesture, almost imperceptible. You're not making a conscious decision. You're responding to an invisible conditioning. Technology promised us freedom, agility, connection, and indeed, it delivered all of that, but at a very high cost. Our attention, our time, and slowly, our very humanity. In the past, the symbol of slavery was the chain. Today, it is addiction disguised as choice. We are not forced to be online all the time, but we feel guilty, anxious, or excluded if we're not. And that, my friend, is not freedom, it's dependency. The Stoic Epictetus said, "No man is free unless he is the master of himself." But how can we be masters of ourselves if we are at the mercy of an infinite feed, algorithms that know us better than we know ourselves, and notifications that trigger dopamine in our brains, as if we were rats in an experiment? The truth is, harsh but necessary, we are not using technology, it is using us. We are the product, our data, our preferences, our time. All of this feeds systems that profit from our distraction. Want an example? How many times have you gone on YouTube to watch a quick 3-minute video and ended up leaving 2 hours later? Technology is smart, designed to keep us hooked, and the more trapped we are, the less free we become. The Roman philosopher Seneca wrote, "Life is long if we know how to use it." But what are we doing with ours? Wasting it on endless scrolling, empty conversations, and disposable content? And the worst part, while we're entertained, distracted, and busy, real life passes by. If your mind lives on your phone, who is living your life? Stop for a moment and try to remember, when was the last time you truly listened to someone without looking at your phone? When was the last time you were truly with someone, fully present, without dividing your attention between a screen, a notification, or disguised anxiety? We are physically present, but emotionally and mentally, we are absent. We live in an era where everything happens at once. Messages, videos, emails, alerts, each vying for our attention as if shouting, "Look at me now!" And amidst this noise, silence has vanished. Contemplation has disappeared. Presence has become rare. Seneca warned, "We are always preparing to live, but we never live." And that's what technology has done to us. It offers us an illusion of movement, progress, connection, when in reality we are standing still, stagnant, living on autopilot. A man can be surrounded by people and still feel deeply alone. This happens because we've replaced deep conversations with exchanges of emojis, eye contact with likes, real presence with digital presence, and this dehumanizes us. Because to be human is to feel, to look into someone's eyes, to be whole. But when we can no longer look at others without hurry, without distraction, without anxiety, we are disconnecting from what makes us human. Many believe that technology distances us from others, but there's something even more concerning. It distances us from ourselves. Have you noticed how hard it is to be alone and in silence? How it creates discomfort and restlessness? It's because we've unlearned to listen to our own soul. Stoic philosophy has always valued self-knowledge. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, deeply reflected on the brevity of life and the importance of being in the present. Life is lost while waiting for the future. And that's what technology is taking from us, the ability to be here, now fully. It's not that technology is the enemy. The problem arises when it becomes our only reality. Because when you stop living in the present moment, you stop living. End of story. You don't have to live like this. You don't have to be controlled by notifications, by algorithms, by this addiction disguised as a modern necessity. You have the power to reclaim your mind, your time, and what makes you a complete human being. The awareness of being alive. But for that, courage is required. Courage to pause, to disconnect, to say no to hyperconnectivity, and yes, to presence. Courage to be the stranger who doesn't need to respond right away. Courage to be the different one, the one who doesn't live to please the algorithm, but to truly live. Epictetus said, "Freedom is not achieved by satisfying desires, but by eliminating them." If you want to reclaim your inner freedom, you need to stop feeding the illusion that you have to be available all the time. Turning off is not losing something. Turning off is resisting emotional manipulation, resisting the loss of focus, resisting the theft of the now. Start small. 1 day a week without social media. 20 minutes a day of absolute silence. No screens, no noise, just with yourself. Replace the feed with the pages of a good book. When you talk to someone, look them in the eyes. Be there. You will be surprised by what you will rediscover. Peace, clarity, meaning. Technology should serve you, not the other way around. The Stoics did not deny the world, but they knew exactly where to focus their attention, and that made them strong, free, and aware. Today, you have the same choice. Technology is a powerful tool, but when used without awareness, it turns us into tools. You were not born to be controlled by screens, by systems that manipulate emotions, or by artificial metrics. You were born to live fully, and life, my friend, only happens in the now. If this message touched you in any way, like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with someone who needs to wake up from this cycle of distraction. And now, I leave a powerful question for you to reflect on. If today were your last day, would you be proud of how you're using your time? Write it down in the comments. Let's talk. See you in the next reflection. Stay strong, be present, and be free.